For the first time in a long time, maybe as long as I have been doing this, I actually felt like quitting. I actually felt like throwing in the towel, like I didn't belong. And then, and then I remembered I'm Russ Miller. There is no quit. P&L recap coming up. Let's go. Okay, so first of all, we have to venture back in time just a little bit. Just a little bit. This goes back to last night. Um, it also goes back to Wednesday night because I did the exact same freaking thing Wednesday night, except with a little less disastrous results on Wednesday night. Um, this is a 150 tick chart. And the way that I trade the Asian session open is kind of dependent on how it opens, for one thing. But I have found wild success when I short the second pop up candle, if that makes sense. I hesitated. I second guessed myself last night. Uh, and I shorted the first candle. If I would have shorted the second candle like I was supposed to, this would be a much different scenario. This would have been a much different outcome, but I didn't. I second guessed myself. I thought it was going to go right then and there, and I had to have my fingers on the pulse. And I got short and got destroyed. I ended up taking an $800+ loss on that short because I had to cover it. Because I have seen this movie so many times now that I know if I hold this as the Asian session pushes up, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. I'm going to get let out to pasture if I hold this any longer. And I was right because it kept going. Now, in hindsight, could I have held this and had it come back down? Yes. Yes, I could have, which is incredibly frustrating. But at the top up here, that would have been immensely painful to sit through. And then on top of that, even if it reached up here at the top, you don't know when it's going to turn around. I have no idea when this is going to turn around and make a switch. So if I was to hold, that would have been probably like $3,000 down at the top. That's enough to make me want to go throw up. I'm not doing that. So I cut it down here. This is an instant $800 loss in like literally 3 minutes into my market open last night. Ouch. I did the same exact thing Wednesday night, except I cut it for half the loss. I cut it at like 498, I think is what I cut that loss at. We'll get into that in a minute. All right, so this thing pushes up, it rolls back down, I get short, I cover the short, I cover, well, I guess I took 3 more trades during this session. Cover the short, short it again, cover, go long. This is where I screwed up though, because right here, as it pushes back up, I am now $330 or so in the red still. And I think it is going to roll up and come back up here. So I scale out for 3 contracts. I'm holding 2, right? And I think that is going to push up here. So I move my target up. I get the door slammed in my freaking face and it rolls back off and I finally cover these out at the bottom. And now I close my night, my Thursday night. I am now down $1,008, I think it was. That is a roller coaster of emotions for me. That was so frustrating because I made almost all of it back, and then I got freaking greedy, freaking greedy, and yeah, I ended up being down $1,000 coming into the market open. All right, so let me see if I can't scroll back here. Well, let's see. In recap, I wish Quantower was up. It's not. It's already closed for the weekend. I see this big push down coming. FOMO kicks in. What do? I get short at the bottom. What do? We press right back up, and I have to eat another $300 loss. So now coming into market open, I am now down $1,300 freaking dollars on my Friday session that hasn't even started yet. I haven't even started yet, and I'm looking at a $1,300 balance of red. So psychologically, this does a few things to me. It upsets me. It upsets me. Um, it also puts an immense amount of pressure on me because I know I really, really have to nail my next set of trades. If I am going to save this account, that's really, honestly, that's the way I look at it. If I'm going to save this account, my next group of trades has to be on point. And so coming into the market open, it is one contract, one single contract. There's no five, there's no two. We're doing one single contract when the market is open. I take my automatic take profit off, and I am simply scalping with the market in and market out buttons. That is it. All right. And I scalp this all the way down. In hindsight, had I been able to see this, if I would have got in here and just held it all the way down, well, I would be in profit at the bottom of this. But it's so hard for me to see it that way. And on top of that, it is really hard for me to try and take a position and then hold it when two things are happening. A, when I am in an account that is not above the threshold, or B, which is this scenario, when I am already behind the 8 ball. It is hard for me to take a position and then hold it for a bigger target once I am into profit, if that makes sense. It's so much easier when you're up on your day and then you can enter into a trade and just let that trade play out because then it doesn't matter as much. But that's what I did. I scalped this all the way down. This is just a screenshot. This is, we're getting into the afternoon here. I got as close back. This is where really the doom and gloom and despair kicked in for me of feeling like, God dang it, Russ, can we just not be an idiot? Can we just not trade like an idiot, please? Just for today, can we not? I managed to get back within $113 of being back to double zeros. Just being back to even. That's all I wanted to do was just get back to even. And I hadn't added my whole day, right? So my P&L is, and you're not supposed to trade your P&L. Well, that's a bunch of bull crap. That's all I do is look at my P&L. So that's all I care about. That's the whole goal, right? For me. Yeah, so battling back to get back to even was my goal today. And this trade right here, I was within $113 of being back to even. I haven't added to a loser all freaking day long. And guess what I do? as it rolls down, and maybe it's because I traded for so long today. Maybe it's because I was so frustrated of being in the red. I wanted the red to be gone. I didn't want to see red anymore on my screen. All right. So I add right here. And I instantly get the freaking door slammed in my face. It misses the take profit because when I add, there is an automatic take profit. It has to go to the profit or we kill it, right? Well, I didn't kill it, and it didn't quite hit the target. So I add right here. It rolls down, and now at the bottom of this channel right here, I am seriously questioning life's decisions. Like, is this really going to go all the way back down to the bottom? All I wanted was, I needed $115 and I would have been $2 in profit. Anyway, as you can see, it comes back up. It clicks me out of my ad. It dips back down. I'm still holding one contract right here. I take it off. I'm still in the red. $60 at this point in time, and then I take this final trade right here. And that, my friends, takes us, and that brings us to this. Plus $25 on my day. 25 freaking dollars. I've had an awesome 7 days of trading this account. Recap yesterday. Yesterday was a $475 day because I started with a $498 negative. I actually had an awesome day yesterday if it wasn't for the freaking Asian Open trade. And the same way with today, I made back $1,300 freaking dollars in the New York session. Problem was, as I was carrying around a $1,300 sandbag. So I gotta be quicker to cut the loss if the Asian trade doesn't go my way. And that's really the first time it's the first time in probably 2 months that trade has gotten away from me and gone awry. And it's normally not the first one. It's normally the second or the third one is where I screwed up and it comes back and bites me. But the Asian Open trade, I normally nail that trade. And it was second guessing and not sticking to the plan that got me. You got to wait for that second candle to print or start to print. And I was impatient and didn't do that. So the account balance on this is at 6370. This is day number 7 trading it. Just sticking to the one contract back and forth has really been working for me. I just need to not be an idiot before I get a chance to trade it. So all in all, this has been a pretty stellar week for me. I didn't really get a chance to work on my evals today because I was so focused on trying to get back to green on that one single account. But hopefully next week I'll get them finished. I should have been able to finish them today, but again, I was the furthest thing from my mind. And then again at the end of this month or towards the end of this month, I am really going to try to get to 20 accounts. We will see how that goes. But that is my goal. Hey, that is all I've got. I really appreciate you all tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Take care.